My queerness walks into a bar and fights two racist white gay guys. After Franny Choi. My queerness walks into a bar and notices a woman sitting with a drink. Feeling confident, he walks up to her and says, "Hey," with a smile. The woman looks up at him, makes a face. I'm straight," she says as she leans away from my queerness as if he were a contagion. At that moment, he realizes he's walked into the wrong kind of bar. Still, he came for a drink, so he moves several stools down and tries to order. He is promptly ignored by the bartender because my queerness just isn't feminine enough for most men. My queerness walks into a different bar, a bar on the opposite side of town with a name that screams innuendo. The rainbow accents here are comforting. My queerness orders a Bud Light because it's cheap. He takes a drink and nearly chokes on the carbonation as he listens to two white gay men sitting next to him talk about how they would never sleep with a black man because they don't want thugs in their bed. The two men pull cigarettes from their shirt pocket and head outside for a smoke. Immediately, my queerness follows them. He opens the door as they light up. "You know, what you said in there was fucking racist," my queerness says. The two men look my queerness up and down, call him a bitch, tell him he needs to mind his own damn business or they'll kick his ass. My queerness says, "Racism in the queer community is my business," and a fight breaks out. My queerness gets kicked out of a bar because he's learned that some lessons can only be taught with fists. There's no pride in bigotry. Even when it comes from a community we may have learned to feel comfortable in. The day I started writing this poem, Charlena Lyles, a pregnant black woman and a mother of 4, was murdered by 2 white police officers. Every June, I'm reminded of how whitewashed this Rainbow Month has always been. History has a way of erasing the blood and the work done by the trans women of color at the forefront of pride. This month, it seems like everyone will have a few drinks and quietly forget all the white queer people who will trade their rainbow flags for Confederate ones the moment the parade ends. My queerness only came here for a drink. He stays because there's so much work that needs to be done.
All right.